Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you how to create a drawer menu, so which is also called a side menu. In most of the application you see there's a side menu that created on the top left side of the app bar. So in this video we'll see how to create that drawer menu over here. To create this drawer menu we don't need to download any packages, so it's a widget directly available on this Flutter, and we'll see how to create the drawer menu in our Flutter application. So let's get started. So first in our app bar I just want to change the color. I'll just change it to purple. So next to this, so we have a property called draw, so you can directly write the drawer. I just want to show you how it will appear. So if you create this drawer, right, you can see there is an icon that appears on the top left side of the app bar. This is one, when you tap on this, it will open a drawer. It will open a drawer screen. So we'll show how we can create that. So instead of creating this drawer in this main class, I just want to create it separately in a separate dart file. So for that, let me go here and create a name called, I'll write it as main drawer dot. So I'll just move this drawer over here. And next, let me create a stateful widget. And I'll name it as a main drawer. So here, instead of container, I'll just write it as a drawer, and in this child I'll just create a column. So we'll say this later, and come to the main content. Next I want to create a in our main dot file I want to create a I want to give that. So here in our main dot file, I just want to call that main drawer over here. And next I want to set up a navigation. For that, instead of this, I'll remove it and I'll create a route over here. If you see my previous tutorial, I explained what is this route and how to do a navigation. So I want to create it directly. So it is my initial route, and in these routes I'll create. This is my main route. This is my home screen, so I'm not doing anything here. Simply I'll write home screen, and after that I'll create one more, which is another screen, and I'll name it. So come here, I'll create one more dot file and I'll name it as some settings dot. In this settings I'll create I'll import both. In my settings I have imported both. Next I'll create a stateful widget and I'll name it as a settings. Now to my navigation I'll give the name it as, it's a key and a value pair, so I have given the key as settings, and I'll give the class name as settings. What are the class we created? The same. We are done with creating a routing over here. Next we need to create how we can set up here. And here also we have created the drawer. We have given a connection to the drawer here. When you tap on this drawer, it should open a drawer menu here like this. So if you see this, we have tapped on this drawer, it has opened something like this. Some drawer screen has opened here. So we'll implement that. To do that, go to a main drawer. Here, column, I'll create the children's, where the column is a list of items. So in this children, first I'll create a container. So why I'm creating, I want to create a container. Inside container I want to show the profile image. So I want to create this. So I'll give the width as double dot. And next I'll give some padding, just 20. and after that I'll give some color, just same color I'll use here colors dot purple. So you see I have given. Next I'll increment its size, and after this I'll create one more. Its center, and again I'll create a column. So here again I want to create one more container. Inside this container I'll give width as 100 and height as 100. And the decoration. So in this decoration I'll create a box decoration. Sorry. Box decoration. So inside this box decoration I'll give it a shape. So in this shape I'll box shape dot circle. Next I'll pass an image which is called a decoration image. So inside this decoration image I'll simply pass an image. So the image which I already stored in my assets folder, I'll use the same image. If you see this profile image, I use that image. Asset slash profile image.png. So after this I'll fit the size to the box fit dot fill. Okay, and you see there is an image that I just placed that image on the center of this, but if you see there is no padding, so let me give some margin over here. Go to that container. So here I want to give some margin. So here edge, so I want to give only a single margin for top and bottom. Insets dot only. So I use this property, and see on the top I want to give some 30, as well as bottom I want to give some 10. If you see now the image came a little bit downwards. Okay, so this is how we created a profile image on a draw menu. Next, after this profile image, let's create a text over here. So I want to create one text here. And I'll name it I'll write my name. And style, I'll use text style. The color, stroke white. Okay, and same I'll use it for one more, so which is money.manohar@gmail.com. So I have placed a profile image, and after the profile image I have placed I placed the name, and as well if you want to give the size of this, if you want to give size, you can also give it. Sorry, if you want to give the size for this, you have something called font size, and you can write it as 20. Okay, so as per that it automatically arranges the data, and we are done with creating a profile image on the top. So next we will create a button items on the bottom. So to create that button items, let's go down to this container. So that's what we created. So this is where we started. So after this container, use a widget called list title. Okay, So first I want to create on the leading side, I want to create a icon and as well as a text. So the leading, I'll go for the leading, and here first I'll create one icon. So the icon, which is an home icon, icons dot home, and after this I'll create a title and I'll name it as home, HOME, and I'll give some style to this, text style. So I'll use text style. Inside the text style I'll use a font size as some 18. Okay, I'm done with this, and after this we have one more property over here which is on tap. So it will tell what will, sorry, not even, and after this text here, and after this I have something called on tap. This on tap is the one when you tap on the home button it will tell you where to navigate. See if you want, so this I'll implement later. The same thing, I'm done with this. First I create total, I want to create total 3. So I have created list tile for home. So I'll give it as name as settings, legal and privacy, and finally I'll create logout. So I want to change the icons for every list tile. So this is settings. So I have a gear icon here, sorry, I have some settings icon here, some default icons, and privacy. Okay, I can give some text terrain, some icon. I want to give some back arrow back. Okay, we are done. We will see how we can navigate with these buttons. So the first step is, so when I tap on these settings it should take me to the settings page. So this is what my settings page. To identify this, so let me go here. I won't do anything here, and I'll simply write, I'll body, just to identify I'll give it a name as setting screen, and I'll place this in the center. Means what I'm saying, what I have done is in the settings page I have placed one text in the center just to identify in which screen we are navigated. So now go to the settings screen here. So in this on tap functionality, just write navigator dot push context, and as well as what are the name we have given, settings. If you see in our main.dot file, this is the name we have given it, and the same name we passed here. So when we tap on this settings button it will take to the navigation screen. Let's see, go here, tap on the settings screen. So it has taken it to the settings screen, but this is showing a back button. So instead of this back button, again we can create a drawer button on the settings page also. To do that, just go to this and drawer, just write main drawer. So in the settings screen, instead of removing that back button, we have simply written a main drawer. Now you see there is a drawer, there's a drawer icon appeared on the same place, but the color is different. So let me give the background color stroke purple. So if you now you tap here, so this will open here. Again in settings it has opened here. This is how we have created the drawer menu. This is very simple. You can also give it a try.